What is your complete name,
Joseph Reynoso,
date of birth,
12/25/71.
and lastly would be a zip code?
I'm sorry? My what?
The zip code, Joseph.
The zip code is 10454.
Thank you so much. So you're calling in to check the lab test results, right?
Correct.
All right, I can definitely assist you with that. So, date of the visit was on the 24th of April, correct?
Right. Yes.
All right, 1 second here. All right, in order for me to get into your lab test result, can you please verify to me the last four digits of your driver's license or identification card? Sorry.
Sure. It's my glasses on again. Hold on a second. Last four digits.
Yep.
Uh, 8817.
Thank you so much. So, opening your lab test result now as we speak. Yeah, what I'm seeing here, the HIV 1 and 2 antibody screen is still on pending, sir.
It's still pending. What would be taking so long?
For HIV, the time frame for this, 1 second, let me check the.
At the clinic, I was told 2 or 3 days, and it's been well over 10 days. So I don't know what the difference would be.
Yeah, I understand. What I'm seeing here also that for this lab test, it's only 3 to 5 days. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why it is still not here. Okay, but what I'm seeing here, it's still on pending, sir.
So can you call the lab?
Let me double check if I can actually do that. All right.
Oh, thank you
Please
so much.
hold for just 3 minutes. All right.
All right, you got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I held for 5 extra days, and this is the sixth day. So for 3 more minutes, as they told me before, every time I've called, the same routine. They had me hold with this music on. And this is City Med refusing my HIV blood result after I informed them in going to the clinic that I am no longer on my meds for over 4 months because I don't trust the system, and I feel and I look healthier than ever at 54. And I myself went out of my way to go to 3 different states to get 3 different test results of being negative, and to confirm it with New York, it's been well over 12 days now to get the answer of my test results that I was told I would be given in 2 to 3 days after taking the blood. And all the nurses and the nasty doctor over there are still there and act as if they don't get the results at all. They don't see anything, when they all told me that it would be in my file, my profile, the results. And it never was entered. To this day, 12 days later, it still has not been entered. And this one's still stating that they don't have it yet. In 2025, they don't have an HIV test results. 12 days later. You tell me the corruption and the deception and the lies and the suspicion of why wouldn't they want to tell me and celebrate whether I'm negative and be a part of that? if that's the case, or let's say if I was positive, I would have known probably the day after, back in April 25th, right? Makes you wonder, right? Makes you think. It makes you suspect, reversing 40 years of the lies and deceptions that we've fallen and accepted in this world on how HIV came about, how the medications have come about, and how many trillions of dollars were made based on millions of lives. I don't know, is it the number 70 million? How many people have died or have it still, have it, don't know they have it? Where's it concentrated? Oh yeah, that's right. It's not the gay disease. Everybody is convinced it is. It falls maybe 15% of that number in total of the United States and the world. The total lump sum, it comes out of the United States, but it's in the world, the number one group with it suffering the most is, of course, Africa, because it's made for Africa. That's why. It was made for African women specifically and children. The younger, the better. And the strains completely different from the ones in the Western world, with no medication in sight. But
Hello, Joseph. Sir,
yes,
thank you so much for patiently waiting. So here's the thing, okay? I will call the lab to confirm if you already have your lab test result for HIV, alright? So I will be placing the call on hold for a brief moment, okay? I don't have a specific time because maybe the queue on the lab is long. I'm not sure, okay? But I'm gonna place a call on hold to call them just to let you know, alright?
okay, did you want to call me back or you just want me to hold?
You
Hello?
need to hold, sir.
Okay, I'll hold.
You need to hold, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got it.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, placing the call on hold now to call the lab.
Thank you so
Alright,
much. Thank you.
Please hold.
Amazeballs. Amazeballs. My name is Joseph Reynoso, and I am showing you the process. Everything in my life has been taken for the last 10 years. The deception, the conning, the theft of my millions of dollars in my health, not to mention my family, my religion, my everything, just cursed. Is it cursed? Or is it just strategically set up this way? I mean, I can't make this shit up, I'm on the phone with the United States health system that came from this HIV epidemic from 40 years ago, 45 years ago, 50 years ago. Shit, hell, what do I know? Maybe it was 53 years ago. And they started monitoring it in a way that they gave the first, vaccine of whatever. They were giving us vaccines when we were born in 1971, when that started without our permission, because we're just a baby, right? What rights do we have? Hell, take us out of our mother's womb and throw us into a basket, a plastic basket, and put some injections in us, and don't tell them, nobody for decades later, that that's what they did to every single American. What were those polio? What were those injections they gave us to dumb us down since 71? What was in those injections? And they still are going. They're still coming. They're still being poked. Babies, no rights, and parents clueless. Don't allow it. That's where it's starting. That's the dismantling of the brain cells, of the use of the brain. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it's that voice is the same voice that's picked up the phone the last 6 times I've called, acting stupid and getting aggressive. Did you hear the tone? Well, this is it. I can't understand. I have so many of these videos that I've done in evidence of how the lies and the setups and the traps have been operated, and no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. But I keep doing it because I have to. I have to because I'm not going to stop till the day I die. Just sticking up for the humanity of this abuse, of this deception and this wicked way of life and destruction of human kindness and it not being a human concern anymore because it's like already been established how it's going to be treated and how it's going to make its billions of dollars and whether it's going to come back or not to affect more people because it's all manipulation. This is all pre-calculated. This is all every step of the way until somebody breaks that matrix. And let me tell you, I've broken the matrix like 10 times for what I can think of, most likely 100 times. But I'm just saying, I know a lot of shit that's gone down and that no one is talking about it and people are getting away with murder. A lot. And yet I'm left almost homeless. Now I'm almost homeless and I'm being raped by my name, by judges, by people I don't know at all, just climbing on board that abuse, that crucifixion of life as I'm living it, to tell it, to warn about it. Well, the shadows are real. There's shadows of our past time and history and making and belief system of numbers, timing, family, spiritual human beings that just come around every so many years. It's all in my name. That's all I gotta say. How dare anyone question that? My theory, my backbone, and that other force keeping me going is being the shadows of Joseph, son of Jacob, and none of those disgusting brothers that left him to die. Those so-called tribes. This is all going to happen again, and give to a certain number of people, 144,000. I don't think so. It's one tribe there. It's Joseph. It was Joseph. That's the only good guy in that group to live up to. And so many years later, what is it? I don't know, 1,800 years, 2,000 years later, Jesus comes around. Jesus Christ. Interesting. Mother Mary, the mother that went to church every morning, holding her feet up so she can see and travel the world, was her son. Did you remember that in Mexico? Her son holding her up so she can see the world 20 different times for her goodbye gift and thank you gift. And then Jesus, with his best of besties, friends that he's 11 that he called his own brothers, and the one that was nothing but a fraud the whole time, Judas, not even worth repeating. The only amazing person that was perfect in human form was Jesus in that group. Why are we even listening to any of the apostles or any of the sickness of the empire of the just the lies of the Jews and the Vatican and this Pope, fraud Pope? What? Your logic and your ability to instinctively know the truth. You have no excuse now because it's just so obvious to me. It's so obvious. Jesus Christ was just like me, and just like Joseph. We were just like him, and so are all of you. You don't even know it. You don't even embrace it. If he was here, you'd still have him passionately murdered before your life. That's a fact. It's unbelievable. The similarities. The number of brothers I have, being 11 brothers, where are they? Living large down in Florida, collecting my money, my life savings, and scapegoating me to be someone I'm not. But them trying to pour their sin and crime onto me as if I'm them. I'm not them. I'm their brother Joseph, and I was the one loving them and gave them anything they asked for, and I was always there. And little did I know, they hated me all this time. The base where it came from, right? Especially the sisters. Oh, God. Wow. All the worship I did for my sisters. They got anything they wanted, anything they asked for. Little did I know, they were backstabbing me like left and right. Now you have a judge stealing my money and lying in courts. Criminal. It's criminal. Then I'm made to suffer into this game of a disease to my being, to my person, to make me look a monster, like if I'm some kind of savage, when they're the one who gave it to me. Helen Lord is the one that had their vicious nurse assault me, and his large beer can penis went inside there in the office a few times till I bled. And yeah, I reported it. Wouldn't you know, I reported it. But you don't believe me. Just look at my record. Just look what I put out on my social media in the record of 2003 when I reported it, stating that fact. And they were turning it around and plagiarizing and adding things to all my visits of the 30 years I was loyal to that clinic, Mount Sinai. Dr. Ferrer, Dr. Marty Marderix, Dr. Richie Tran, Dr. Pat, Dr. Jose, Dr. John Wolf, Dr. Javier. Yeah, these are doctors, dentists, liver specialists, all liars, all stealing my blood for 30 years. Because it was them who told me there's something about your blood. It's very strong. They want to know more. I'm like, were they trying to make me feel better? Because I have this. What were they talking about? I honestly thought everyone was getting this kind of like special attention and getting every other month their blood pooled for 30 years and observed. They were stealing my plasma, is what they were doing. They knew I had a unique blood. They knew that my blood was curing my everything that I got without medicine. And they were playing this game all along, having me sign these little like these bullshit contracts, telling me one thing in one ear and I'm signing in something else completely, while stealing my blood. Well, I'm getting my blood pooled, signed on the dotted line with my blood, practically trusting them because I trusted my family, I trusted the system, I trusted priests and my Catholic school that molested me, and Holy Family and in Chaminade. It's sick. It's sick. And I can't do the lawsuit while everyone else can. They lie to me and say, oh, it's past the statute of limitations and Florida doesn't matter. Florida's not counting. Interesting. That's so interesting. I look it up and I find they lied to me. They all lied to me. It's gross. You know what? I'm still here. I'm still as positive as I could get because I'm here showing you the evidence on the delays, intentional delays on the theft of my blood. I trusted once again the clinic to do the right thing. They charged my insurance. They made their money. They're good. They all ignore the story I gave them that my blood and my tests and my enzymes are negative after 23 years of having HIV. They looked at me like I'm a joke, right? But they're not looking at this like a joke. They're just ignoring it. Just ignore.
Hello, Joseph.
Oh,
Sir.
yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for patiently waiting. Okay, so I tried to call the laboratory, but no one's answering. So, yeah, I maybe I advise that you can actually call us back later for this one.
Well, I've called several times. Is it okay that you guys reach out to me once you have it? I mean, can you be looking out for it since it's so delayed and it's
Yes, sir. I can actually try to call the laboratory later for
okay.
this one. And for example, once I got someone coming from the laboratory, I'll get back to you. Okay?
Okay, what's the name of the laboratory?
It's the okay, 1 second here. Let's double check. Okay, 1 second. Can I place a call on hold for 2 to 3 minutes? I just need to double check.
2 or 3 minutes? Okay.
I only have here 2 to 3 minutes because I only have here the phone number. I don't know the exact name of the laboratory. Okay, please bear with me. Okay.
Okay. What is this clinic called? It's called City Med that I went to, or what's it called again? Med City.
CDMD.
Oh, City MD. That's
CDMD
it. That's right. City MD urgent care. Okay, thank you. I'll wait.
Thank you.
This is something that's intentional. If you can't feel that this is intentional, I don't know what more to tell you. I don't know. But I have so much evidence of this abuse, of this staging. This is what this staging. It's intentional, like abuse. I don't know how else to put this. It's like I want to say, oh God, I have this so close to my face. I'm really a freak, but okay. Now, I've had this going on in every single sector of every approach I've tried getting true answers to, that I've been led to something else that's a lie and conspiracy. Make me look like I'm crazy, but I'm not, right? So it's a pattern. It's like a pattern that they all fill in the blank to do. All of them. They'll make appointments, tell me times, and then change them. Like last minute. And do it at their better
Hello,
time.
Joe?
Yes.
Thank you so much for patiently waiting. The name of the laboratory is LabCorp.
Oh, LabCorp. Okay. Okay. So then, I'll wait for your.
All right.
I'll wait for your phone call when they have the results. Then.
Yes, sir. Here's the thing. Okay. Definitely, once the result came in, all right, it will be gonna notify. The system will notify you. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, because earlier, when I called the laboratory, SMG, I spoke with Brandy, and as for Brandy, the laboratory, I think they forwarded to LabCorp. So I tried to call the LabCorp, and no one. But I'm pretty sure, Joe, that once the results came in, the system will notify you. Definitely. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. So aside from this, is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, I just wanted to let you know that the urgency on this test is that I was positive for 23 years, and I stopped taking my medicines for like 6 months, and I started feeling a lot more healthier. So I took I took 3 different tests in different states that came out negative, and I wanted to confirm with New York, because it's where I live, and that's what I'm waiting for. I just want to make sure before I make this claim that I'm completely negative. It's crazy. It's a crazy feeling. I'm really anxious about it. So thank you so much. Now you know why I'm calling so much, because it's very important, this information, that I get this, and I can
I understand.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
The feelings about this are completely valid. All right, so I truly understand. This is very important to you, and yeah, just like I mentioned, I will try, okay, to call the laboratory later, and once I spoke to someone and confirm everything, I'll get back to you, okay? But if I didn't get back to you, it means that I didn't contact anyone from LabCorp. All right?
Okay, thank you so much.
Just to
Thank
set
you.
your expectation.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure to help, sir. So, Joseph, aside from this inquiry about your lab test result, is there anything else I can assist?
No, I'm all set.
All right, Gerald, thank you so much for choosing CDMD. And by the way, the call, you will be having a quick survey on how I handle this call. And thank you so much again. And pride being the best, by the way. And thank you so much for choosing CDMD again, okay?
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for taking a moment to provide us feedback on your experience today. On a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the most satisfied and 1 being the most dissatisfied, please rate the agent on the following 3 questions. You may use the dial pad on your phone. How satisfied were you with your calls being answered in a timely manner? How satisfied were you with the courtesy and professionalism of the agent that you spoke to? How satisfied are you with the agent's ability to address all your concerns, questions, and needs?
Tell the truth.
Thank you for contacting us today. Your responses have been noted. Goodbye.
31 minutes. 31 minutes. You see that? I hope you saw it. I'm done. This is every day, 6 days, 30 minutes. One was an hour because there was one that he made me wait for. Like, going out of his way to say, "Oh, we're short-staffed. I'll be right with you. Please just stay on hold. Just stay on hold." Going out of his way to make sure I stayed on hold, and me being anxious, like wanting to get the results. I'm like, wow, they better have it. They better have it. Nothing. It's sick. It's very, very disturbing. But we know the truth, right? We know there's. My suspicion is that they're purposely, intentionally hiding it because they can't have that test result be negative. They can't because it'll ruin everything. The matrix will be completely disastrous because that would mean all HIV cases are in question and they all can do the same thing I did. And I would give that beautiful formula of life to survive that managed from the experience I've had to go through and discovering the truth behind my file and my record being manipulated and compromised criminally the way they've done it. This is the 6th of May, 2025. My name is Joseph Reynoso. Joseph Michael Reynoso Cristancho. And I'm proud to be a part of a pattern that's fulfilling itself every day. I am a lucky man to be alive in a miracle of life. Amen.